3 villages and a castle. Where would you like to go?
I think clearly we should stay in the castle.
Gargoyles can fly, apparently. They're not just statues, and they do not like their snoot being booped.
You hear muffled screams coming from the pantry. The chef makes his way back in the pantry, and you hear a loud thud, and the screaming stops.
Probably a mouse in the wall.
I'm gonna start hacking with my axe at the other side of his face.
Living forever sounds awesome.
Philos drinks from the chalice, his eyes bloodshot red, fangs coming out of his mouth. He has been turned into a vampire. He throws your butcher knife back at you and it stabs you directly in the chest. 15 damage done to Snarla.
I am knocked out.
Snarla is knocked out.
Oh my God, Snarla! Oh God, don't worry, I got your back. Oh, celestial kitten, grant me this magic to heal thy friend. I'm not gonna let you die here. Cut me open. Just cut me open.
Okay.
But use
Snugdar
my
falls to the
blood
ground,
for
unconscious.
Philos.
Well, I got this blood now.
Put it in Philos' mouth!
Burger quickly throws a splash of blood into Philos' mouth. He is healed for 6 points of damage. Let's roll that last death save. It's a 6! He is gone. Snugdar is dead.
Wasn't supposed to happen.
Snugdar appears as an ethereal being, a ghost.
Don't cry for me, friends. This isn't the end. I'll see you again someday. I'm with the celestial kitten now.
And the Snugdar spirit is ushered up into the sky, past the castle, with the celestial kitten leading the way.
I love you, Snugdar. You're the best of us.
I died saving my friends.
The cool adventurers took Snugdar's body, buried it in a cliff facing a beautiful ravine. They erected a small stone and carved into it Snugdar Tryptophan, gnome priest, favored by the celestial kitten, a true cool adventurer. Huzzah! Oh, ghost huzzah, I love it.
We tell a lot of jokes here at Fancy Hobo Improv, but even we know that voting
is no joke.
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 Remember that time that you were totally going to vote for your favorite American Idol, Adam Lambert, and then for some reason you didn't vote, and Chris Allen won? That's what this is like. If you don't vote, Chris Allen is going to win, and you don't want another Chris Allen.
Vote. You should vote.
Don't be dumb. Vote.
I'm voting.
Please vote.
Vote.
Vote your face off. Vote as many times as you possibly can. Actually, wait, no, just do it the one time.
You better vote because we're so
And don't just do it the one time ever, do it once in every election. Yeah, it's important.
I'm about to put this ballot in that drop box a couple weeks before Election Day because it's really important to make sure my ballot gets counted.
Now more than ever is the time to exercise your civic duty and put your vote where your mouth is.
You have no say. You have no voice. If you have no voice, you can't talk.
I'm in another country and I'm still figuring out how to make my vote count. So vote, because if your life doesn't depend on it, someone else's life does.
Because we all deserve to have equal rights.
Because marginalized groups need your vote.
Because it's worth it.
Vote for our country's future, social and economic reforms, and to put a stop to fascism.
Voting for local elections and politicians and propositions is going to change your day-to-day life.
There are so many people right now who don't have access to voting, so if you have the ability, you should vote.
So go vote.
Go vote. You have to vote. Your votes do matter.
Go vote. What are you doing? Why are you waiting here? You're just sitting there. I could see you. You're not voting. Go vote.
Ve a votar.
Vote.
Please vote. Thank you.
Es lo correcto.
Thanks. And enjoy the show.
Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the live-action fantasy role-playing improv show. I am your dungeon master tonight, and my name is Hero Carlisle. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday night. Wherever you are in the world, let's together have ourselves a big old ball of fun. Now, we have gathered some of the best improvisers and D&D players in the entire world to play this game with us tonight, and we are going to completely improvise an adventure for you. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is. How did we do this? Well, we went to our social media and we put a poll between what monsters our heroes would be facing today in the horror edition of Hazards and Hijinks, and the votes are in, and the winner is a blood witch. What's a blood witch? I don't know, but we're going to find out together, and it's going to be super fun. That's what we're going to fight, and hopefully our heroes survive. Now, you may have noticed that you're not in a theater, nor am I. I'm currently in Wyoming. Wherever you are, I'm sure it's comfortable too, but we're able to provide you lovely entertainment in the comfort of your own home because of donations from viewers like you. That's right, throughout the show, our Venmo will be open, and you can see the little tag right there, boom, at Fancy Improv. You can donate to us at any time during the show, and it will help bring more content to you every week, live to your home. Now, in addition to helping us thrive as an artistic community, you will also be given the chance to enter into the show. That's right, every donation you make enters you into the show. You become a character within the show. It's a fun opportunity for you to play around with your friends and show off and have some cool YouTube people say your name in front of the in your very own laptop, television, or streaming phone. In addition to that, we have a menu, an option menu of donations. If you donate $5, you give the players a healing potion, which may save their life. If you donate $7, you throw a deadly trap their way, which may kill them. If you donate $10, an epic weapon drops one of our heroes' laps, which makes them stronger in combat. Or if you donate $12, there can be a deadly, deadly curse placed upon them, which hinders their actions and abilities throughout the entire show. Finally, if you donate $20, a big bad evil monster is immediately summoned to wherever the heroes are, and they have to fight it right there, whether they're prepared or not. And I hear if you donate $1,000, you get to kill me and run the show yourself. Doesn't that sound like fun? Good luck. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, why don't we introduce our lovely adventurers for this campaign today, starting with Phil Nieto, the vampire wyvern wizard.
Good evening, fellow adventurers. I'm a vampire now, but don't worry. I only eat very bad people, or delicious ones.
Figure out which one you are, delicious or bad. Up next, we have Fetch Magneto Morgan, the imp warlock.
I'm trying to risk for something unrelated to what he said earlier.
Up next, Brenan Dwyer as Nan Gutblorcher, the dwarf monk.
Just reading up on my vampire lore so I can really reach across the table to Philos there.
And finally, Catherine McGeoghegan as Snarla Blastwind, the orc bard.
Hey there, demons. It's me, your ghoul, Snarla Blastwind.
There we are. We've assembled our heroes together, and we are ready to begin this adventure. And let's begin as we always do with a hearty huzzah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And so our adventurers find themselves back at Oakvale. They have been on many adventures and are tired, wanting nothing more than the repose of an easy weekend, free from adventuring, where they can spend their gold, train on their favorite weapons, and grow in friendship and in strength. Still reeling from the loss of Snugdar, the team has been under a pallid gloom for many days. But tonight, something unique has happened. Coming into the Broken Tankard Tavern was a sick man covered in red pustulating sores. He collapses on the floor as the other patrons flee from his body. Adventurer, what do you do?
Gross.
Yeah, can somebody get that out of here? I'm trying to relax.
Dibs on his soul.
It's fascinating. This actually reminds me of a book I read one time. You know, I think I have it in my bag here. I'm just gonna go ahead and see. This is the manual on all of the pustule diseases in the world. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed read this.
Oh, a speed read. Let's roll that special attack. A 17! Yes, you recognize this as the Bleeding Death, which is a spell that functions like a disease. It's highly contagious and is known to spread through communities very rapidly.
So we should leave immediately. Now. Okay, everyone out. Everyone out. Let's go.
One sec. Dying guy. Sign here.
He grabs the pen and signs on the dotted line. And he falls dead.
Okay, this corpse needs to be disintegrated away from the village as soon as possible. Otherwise, he's actually still contagious.
Well, I'm not touching it.
I'm immune to diseases. I'll drag him out and burn him.
Thank you.
Making me go out in the sun at a time like this. You know how I feel about the sun these days.
Really appreciate it. I owe you a blood bucket.
I'm taking you up on that. I will drag him outside and burn him away from the village with magic.
All right, let's roll to see if that works. Another 17! Yes, you take his body out into a field near the Broken Tankard Tavern and light it aflame with magic. It pops and hisses as the pustules and as the pustules explode on his body as he turns into a crisp, toasted piece of pile of tinder and ash. Oh, suddenly, the figure of a beautiful woman covered head to toe in blood dripping off of her appears before you, Philos. You tried to stop me. Now you shall be cursed. And a powerful negative curse is over your body, Philos.
What? Who did I try to stop?
The beautiful naked woman covered in blood is gone.
Ridiculous.
Yes. Would you like to know the details of your curse?
No.
All right, then I shall keep them to myself.
Figure it out. I'm very smart.
All right, good luck to you. We'll just play as if you're cursed, but you don't know what the curse is. How about that? You don't know what the curse is. You don't know, and you'll never know because you don't want to play along. Philos returns into the tavern and joins the rest of the party.
God, Philos, you smell like curses. Oh.
You can smell that?
Dude, like, super cursed, super smelly. Can you? Ugh.
I kind
Well, now that that's taken care of, perhaps we can finish our drinks in peace. Nice pint of blood for me, ale for you all. Let's enjoy our day.
Suddenly, another patron begins coughing violently, coughing up blood as pustules cover his body. Oh, God! He runs out of the tavern and collapses in the street.
Ew, yucky. Okay, Fetchy's already gone. This has totally spoiled my drinking appetite. My appetite? I don't know. Something's going on.
Yeah, this isn't good. Philos?
What am I, plague patrol now? Is that, do my robes say patrol across them? I just want to enjoy my blood.
Yeah, but think about how much more you'll enjoy it, knowing that you've potentially saved this town from a huge contagious outbreak.
Fine. There'll be 2 buckets of blood.
2. I'm good for those.
Back to the street.
Philos returns to the street and finds the man is stripping off his clothes as pustules of blood erupt all over his body. Ah! Ah! Help me! Help me, wizard!
I cast Dispel Magic on him.
All right, let's roll to see if that works. It's a special attack. 12! You cast a spell and the pustules on the upper half of his body go away. However, the pustules on the lower half of his body grow in size and begin erupting huge torrents of blood gushing out of his legs. Oh, no! He begins running down the street. I gotta get home! I can't!
We've got to...
You should probably quarantine him.
I'm going to walk out, and as he's running away, I'm going to sing a soothing song to calm him down so he doesn't go into plague. And
right.
As a charm person, I'm going to
All
sing,
right.
Hey, little baby, don't worry about a thing. You've got a little bit of a pussy sting on your legs, so don't mind none. Just stay here, hon. Boom.
All right, let's roll to see if that special attack worked. Oh, unfortunately, we were looking for 13 or higher, and that's just an 11. So he continues to run away. Suddenly, more patrons from the Broken Tankard Tavern exit the bar, coughing and bleeding from pustules all over their body.
I'm just going to check myself out. Can I see if there's any pustules upon my body?
Yes, let's roll to see how you do. $14. Yes, you check your body and you are currently safe. You have not been infected as everyone else has been.
I'm going to carefully put on a mithril mask, as everyone should do when there's a plague outside.
All right, that gives you a bonus to every time you have to check to see if you have the disease or not.
I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. It's just so easy.
Well, I want to do that too.
All right, let's roll to see if you've caught the disease. You got to score better than Oh, yes, you scored better than a 10. You are currently free from the disease. You ask Snarla for a mask, and Snarla gives you a mithril mask to cover your face.
Thanks.
Of course. It's like everybody should do this. It's just common sense.
Yeah.
Why are you guys wearing those masks? You look ridiculous.
Oh, Philos, always with this stuff.
You know, what we need to do here is obvious. We have to find the source of this. Just trying to quarantine them, that's not going to do anything. It's magic.
What we have to do is talk to the first person that got it and find out where they were and how they may have acquired it.
And why
they may have talked to.
You mean the dead guy that you burned in the field?
Yep.
I can fix this. I go to the corpse. Come on.
I get 6 feet away from the corpse.
I'm gonna raise the dead and talk to them.
All right, let's roll to see if that worked. We're looking for, it's a regular ability, so let's try for 12 or better. Oh, a 12! Perfect. Yes, the pile of tinder and ash and burnt bone fuse back together and take on the appearance of a shade. Why have you summoned me?
Who did you get weird with?
I entered the lair of the Blood Witch and stole a bloodstone from her.
Where's the stone?
I sold it to a trader.
All right, see ya.
Ah! The shade dissipates back into a pile of ash and burnt bone.
You can bring the dead back, huh?
Yeah, I tried to do it on you. It didn't work.
I'm not dead. Snugdar's dead.
No, I know. Yeah, noticed.
Really nice offer. You know,
Didn't bring Snugdar back.
No, and you didn't die. Looks like a lot of people are disappointing people.
I'm moving away. I'm gonna walk in a different direction. I cannot handle the emotional stress that is going on between these two. I'm gonna start talking up some merchants.
All right, you make your way to the town's merchant center, ostensibly looking for the traveling trader, I assume?
Yes.
All right, let's roll to see how well you do. $17. Yes, you notice that many of the people in the marketplace are covered in sores and coughing wildly, but one man who has a small counter of goods seems to be completely immune. Ah, come buy my wares, the finest wares in all the kingdom.
Hey, first of all, any hand sanitizer? Very important to stay clean in times like these.
I have 100 proof whiskey.
That'll do it. Hand it over.
There you are. That will be 6 gold.
Stingy. I toss over the 6 gold, and I spin the cap off of the whiskey, and I go, I'm in the market for a blood rock. Have you seen one of those around? A bloodstone?
A bloodstone? Come with me. Okay. You walk behind his stand and see a cart, a wagon cart done up like a mobile home. He opens the door, enters, closes behind him. You hear the sound of rustling and things moving about, and he opens the door and he says, "I do in fact have a bloodstone."
Did you get it from a guy who erupted into pus just earlier in the night?
No, I bought it from an orc.
An orc? Well, did that orc say where they got it from?
I don't ask questions like that. I'm a simple trader.
First of all, I'd love to have that bloodstone. How much are you running for it?
4,000 gold.
How about if you recognize me, I could shout out your business, get you some notoriety, and I'm going to try to charm person.
All right, let's roll that charm person check. That's a special attack?
Yes.
$12. Oh, that's not good enough. He shakes off the enchantment. No, I have no idea who you are, and I don't need you promoting my business.
Fine. I didn't need your blood rock anyway, you jerk. I don't know. Harumphun back to Nan.
Hey, Snarla, it's okay. I don't think it's a good idea for you to have that blood rock anyway. I mean, mask aside, it's pretty dangerous.
It is pretty dangerous. I should have been 6 feet away from that.
Yeah. But now that we know that it's there, maybe we can try and blow it up?
Like, ka-boom, ka-boom?
Or
Philos,
Try to blow it up.
or otherwise destroy. I mean, that's just the first thing that came to my mind, but
I mean, normally I'm all for blowing things up, but that doesn't feel like the most efficient way to get information.
oh, well, that might be true. I was just thinking if we destroyed the blood diamond, it might destroy the curse.
It's a diamond, huh?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I read so many things that I get too many words in my head and then they just come out, blah, 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 blah.
It's the burden of being too smart.
It's a blessing and a curse. Not like Philos' curse. I'm very aware of what it does to me.
I'm probably not even really cursed. It's probably just the smell thing.
If I were to rate it from a hex to a blood curse, you're getting pretty up there, like a blood curdling curse.
What, my curse?
Yeah, very stinky, very smelly. Like, don't like it. It's like I'm walking through a fantasy perfume shop.
Yeah, it's calming though. I'm feeling very chill, very zen.
Maybe we can figure it out by elimination. Were you always this horrific to look at?
Yes. I've always looked like this.
Okay.
I don't think that solving my curse is what we should be focused on right now. I think we should be focused on finding where this bloodstone has been and eliminating its power.
Well, if you want to ask the guy, you can't, because he was really mean to me. So I'm just going to stay outside.
Well, you told us he said he got it from an orc. Let's go find some orcs.
Now for you.
I go look for an orc trader.
All right, you begin to make your way through the marketplace. Let's roll to see how you do. It's a natural 20. As you turn around, you immediately bump into an orc trader. Oh, watch where you're going. Bloodstones for sale.
Hey, I might be interested in a bloodstone. What you got there? Can you show us your wares?
Yes, I have many bloodstones that I plundered from the Blood Witch's cavern.
Oh. The Blood Witch, eh?
Yes.
No,
a silly superstition. She's not real.
But the stones are.
Yes. There's a whole cavalcade of stones in the Blood Witch's cave.
And the bleeding people everywhere.
Did you happen to buy one from this burned corpse back here?
Oh, yes. I did buy them off of him. Yes, another traveling trader bought the majority of them, but I was able to secure these 6 from that. Who set him on fire, and why would you do that?
Well,
he started exploding in pustules of blood, so he died, and then we burned him. But it's already spreading throughout the village. You may notice all the bleeding people running around.
Ah, yeah. It does seem like there's a lot of bleeding people around. It's a good thing I got this bloodstone, keeping me free from whatever curse placed upon it.
It seems like the true virus was capitalism all along.
So the bloodstones protect you from the curse?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Got a little right there.
Suddenly the trader realizes he's covered in red pustules. He throws stones on the ground. Oh no! And begins running away. Pus oozing off of his body like little raindrops.
2.
I'm going to put on little satin gloves, and the ones that Fetch didn't pick up, I'm going to take them and just throw them in a dumpster. That should be it. That should solve the problem.
I feel like we might need to put those back or something.
Not put them back?
Yeah, like back in the cavern?
Yeah, put it back where it came from to end the curse, right? That's how curses work.
Who cares about ending the curse? If there's someone that can make this kind of curse, there's someone that we want to get on the right side of. I'm thinking maybe a new member.
The Blood Witch? You want to add the Blood Witch? like someone with a name like the Blood Witch. That's not a good performer's name.
Thought of something.
We might need to workshop the name a little bit.
Listen, do you think this Blood Witch might be like a beautiful naked woman covered in blood?
No.
Perhaps. Witches come in all shapes and sizes.
That's who cursed me, and I'm wondering, now that I think about it, could it be a Blood Witch? Could be the Blood Witch.
Philos, do you have any of those pustules on you?
I'm a vampire. Diseases don't touch me. I can only be killed by steaks and garlic and other things that I probably shouldn't spread around.
I don't know. That curse is smelling pretty bad, Philos. You should check.
I'm going to look at him. Can I see any pustules on him that are visible?
No, he is correct. As an undead, he is immune to disease, so he has not been affected by the blood curse yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, in that case, Philos, since you remain immune, why don't you go get the bloodstone things from the dumpster, and you can carry them back to the Blood Witch. I mean, we'll come with you, but I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll carry bloodstones. I don't care. We probably need all of them. And he said he sold a bunch more to some other guy.
Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a blood-curdling scream that comes from the marketplace. Everyone begins running away as one of the traders drops to the ground and begins twitching wildly, his limbs contorting and twisting until he bends his back backwards with the sound of it breaking, his head, his arms functioning as legs, his head functioning as another part of his body, and his legs flailing around, breaking all of the bones until they form tentacles. He crawls towards you.
We're never going to find
a pedestrian next to you.
We're never going to find this trader. This place is too crowded. Who knows where we're going to look?
We got to deal with this problem before it starts killing people.
It has begun to kill people, slashing at them. Every person it slashes transforms into an equally horrific monster like itself. Snarla, you're first. What do you do?
I'm going to, as a standard attack, rub my hands together until I get an electric charge, bring them into a wide berth, and then smack them together for one big thunderclap to hit multiple.
All right, let's roll that attack. Yes, the thunder shoots out, and you manage to strike two of them 3 points of damage each. They turn and begin running towards you with their broken bone tentacles flailing about. They continue to contort. The jaw has ripped open in two with teeth all over their bones, their eyes gouging out and boiling and exploding with pus. They begin charging towards you, Snarla. Nan, what do you do?
I am going to use the power of words to erect a defensive barrier between the cool adventurers and the oncoming weirdos.
All right, I'm going to say that is a defend action.
Exactly.
You are defending. All right. Who are you trying to defend? Out of the party, pick one.
Oh, Snarla.
All right, you're defending Snarla. All right, perfect. Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I wave my staff in the air, carving arcane symbols, and call forth a wall of fire that wraps itself in a ring around these abominations of creatures.
What
for a standard attack.
For a standard attack. All right, let's roll the damage. 7. Suddenly, the fire twists and turns and surrounds you, burning you for 7 points of damage. Curse.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, Philos has been knocked unconscious. Oh, no, what will happen now? Fetch, it's your turn.
Okay, before I do anything, I will give you two so much money if you just take off his sunglasses.
It's Philos. I don't want to do that.
Fine. I'm going to defend myself by going invisible, and now I'm going to go and look around and just steal from all the traders who are now dead or monsters. Just going to take all the stuff.
taking the defend action as well. All right, the monsters are running towards Snarla, and Nan jumps in the way to defend her. Let's roll the attack. Oh no! A natural 20! They jump over Nan, almost as if the laws of gravity do not apply to them, and they bring down their tentacles, slashing at Snarla for a standard attack.
Oh, no.
Dealing 6 points of damage to Snarla. Snarla, you've been hit by one of the infected, so we have to roll an infection check. You have to get 12 or better, but because of your mithril mask, you have a d6 added to the d20 roll. So let's add d20 and see if you are infected or not. Yes, that's better than 12, so you are currently safe. You have not caught the disease yet. That would make it your turn. Snarla, what do you do?
I am going to, continuing with the electric charge between my hands as a simple attack, redirect this into a lightning bolt at the one to my right.
All right. Lightning shoots from your hand, striking the one on the right for 4 damage. It explodes. Pus and blood and bits of bone fly everywhere. More people run away from the site as the remaining monster whips its tentacles and flails in anger. Nan, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay, for a standard attack, I'm going to take my book and I'm gonna smash that thing over the head with all of my might.
All right, let's roll to see if that works. Nan charging, that's, what was that? 6 points of damage. Yes, you strike it on its head so hard that it opens and folds into like a horrifying red butterfly emerging from its cocoon. Its bones collapse down and blood gushes everywhere on the floor. Congratulations, you have successfully defeated these monsters. Huzzah!
Huzzah! I'm gonna take one of the little blood rocks off the ground, try to crack it open like an egg, and then pour the blood out into Philos' mouth.
Okay, let's roll to see if that worked. Seven. Oh no, it's a stone. It can't be broken open.
Damn! I shouldn't have skipped geology!
Snarla.
Philos, let's roll your first death save. He is not immune to death saves. 13, a successful death save. Congratulations, you are still alive for another round.
Snarla, give me your hands.
What are you doing with my hands?
Nan, give me your hands.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna clip a little blood off my finger. Just a little. And squeeze it into Philos' mouth.
All right, you take 2 points of damage, and Philos, you're restored to consciousness with 2 points of available to you.
Oh, that was delicious. What was that?
Oh, that was a passing person.
Oh, Snarla.
Yeah, it was me.
Good to know. Orcs are delicious. Thank you, Snarla.
No problem, Philos.
You two had your chance.
For what?
Well, apparently I really am cursed. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is one rough curse for you, especially with your spells.
Suddenly, a naked, beautiful woman appears in front of all of you. She is drenched in blood, blood dripping off of her entire body as she stands there, almost as if she was made out of blood itself. She extends her hand. You who has tried to stop me are now cursed. And Snarla, you have been cursed as well.
I would love to know the details of my curse.
The blood curse, every time you attack another creature, you in turn attack yourself for the same damage.
Oh, it's the same dang curse, ain't it?
I
Well,
extend a sweater out to the woman. Put this on, please.
The woman disappears back into a puddle of blood that boils and dissolves the ground around it. However, you notice behind where the woman was standing, a health potion is on the ground. It must have fallen off of one of the trader's carts in the pandemonium.
Oh, thank goodness. Snarla and Philos, you both need some?
Oh, health potions hurt me, but there's plenty of blood on the ground. I can scoop some up and try to drink some.
Okay. Just make sure it's not the monster curse blood. And Snarla, baby, it's all yours.
Thank you so much. Always a superstar, Nan.
All right. You are restored for 3 health because you're cursed.
Ah, my curse!
That really sucks. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Healing potions usually taste like brownies and rainbows, but this tastes like really sad, like kitty litter. Ugh.
Hey, so I'm gonna run over to the town survey office and go find like a township map, something of the general area, and I'm gonna look for the local Blood Witch Cavern on there. Can we see if I am able to find that?
Yes. Are you using speed read?
I sure can. Speed read.
Let's use that speed read. Let's roll the special attack. A 13. Yes, that's good enough. Yes, you've uncovered a book detailing the folklore of Oakvale, and there is a chapter dedicated to the Blood Witch. Apparently, 2,000 years ago, the Blood Witch was a practitioner of the dark arts who mostly kept to herself until children began disappearing. And because she was the only person that they could blame for this, the town rounded her up and drowned her in her own blood, sealing her body deep in a cave now known as the Blood Witch Cave. However, there are no corroborating accounts of this story, so it is dismissed as old superstition, a bad disease, an outbreak of a disease many years ago.
So what I'm learning here, my friends, is that not only might the Blood Witch help us crack this riddle, she might be wrongly accused. And it's our duty as the cool adventurers to liberate her as well from her own blood prison.
Huh. You know, small towns always have the weirdest vibe when it comes to witchcraft. I always tour in bigger cities because of that. I like witchy stuff too.
You're misunderstood.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Well, could you get a location of the blood cave?
Yeah, I think there was a map in the back of the book.
There was indeed a map in the back of the book.
So, what do you think?
I say we go talk to this Blood Witch and be like, hey, stop cursing us and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
On my way out, I would like to stealthily abduct someone delicious looking and eat them to restore.
Okay, let's roll to see if that worked. (17), yes. Outside of the library, you notice a well-built orc walking down an alleyway, and you sneak behind him. You snap his neck and bite into it like a vampire, draining him of all of his blood. His lifeless body collapses onto the ground. You are healed to max health of 6.
Great, I feel wonderful. Let's keep going.
You're looking chipper, Philos.
Yes, vampire healing, very, very fast healing for us.
You know,
on his body were 2 health potions. Would you like to take the 2 health potions?
Yes, I'll take them. My friends may need them later.
All right, you now have 2 health potions in your possession, Philos. And so with that, they set out, and began to head into the thick forest known as Blackwood, where the cave was located. As they did, this was a several-day trip, and after the first night, they agreed that Philos, being an undead monster not capable of sleep, keep watch.
I don't know if we agreed that I'm an undead monster. I'm an undead creature of refinement and taste.
A ghouligan, if you would.
Sure.
Let's roll to see if there were any random monsters that attacked you while you slept. Oh, a 9. The night passes quietly. You are all wake up the next day refreshed. Snarla, you are healed 2 hit points of damage.
Love a good morning heal.
And you see the body of a large deer that Philos had drank the night before of all of its blood.
I got breakfast for you guys.
For us? It looks like you drank it dry.
Well, you guys don't eat blood, you eat meat. Take the venison. Ms. High and Mighty over there, what?
The meat's gonna be dry, Philo. And also, a deer? You had to kill the most elegant and beautiful thing in the forest. Why couldn't it have been like a jackalope?
Make jerky. What? I didn't see a jackalope. I saw a deer.
I got my eyes on you, Philos.
Keep on dying. Good.
Now, both of you, let's come over here into this patch of sunlight and talk about it.
Philos, glasses.
Sun's coming out.
Make sure you stay safe. No problem, Fetch. I know you want the best for Philos.
Fetch loves me deep down, I can tell.
Love you so much.
Well, I guess not much use dilly-dallying. We should probably split up this deer, because Philos did do the kindness of getting it for us.
Right?
I've never carved a deer before, but I'm definitely willing to try. So, yeah, I'm just gonna dig my hands right in.
You don't have a deer cleaning book handy?
All right, let's roll to see how Nan does. 14. As soon as you stick your hands into the deer's body begins to convulse and break and snap, forming another monster. Its antlers extend further out from its body, becoming claws. It rears up on its hind legs, its body opening up with its ribcage turning into a maw that is slowly opening and shutting and biting with a long tongue extending out of it. It moves towards Nan and bites her for 4 points of damage.
Ow!
Ah! That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, what do you do?
The deer turned into a vampire, or is it the blood? I don't care. I am going to raise my voice to a thunderous volume with the spell Thaumaturgy to try and scare the deer monster off. Go away!
That sounds like a special attack to me. Let's roll the special attack. We're trying to do 15 or better. 21 is definitely better than 15. Suddenly, the monster turns towards you. Its shambling body reacts to your screaming, and it charges away into the forest. Congratulations, you've successfully defeated the deer monster.
Jeez, thanks, Snarla. It was really, this really pisses me off. We're trying to help these people, and they keep turning into monsters and, coming after us. I mean, what the diddly?
I know, it's well, in that case, we were trying to bore into that deer's corpse.
But it was already dead. I mean, come on. I'm sorry. I need to go meditate or something. It's really getting me down.
Take your time,
It's good to know, though, that blood magic works even when there's no blood in the creature, because I drank all of that deer.
Philos, this is obviously part of your curse.
No.
Yes. In fact, it is part of your curse. But you wouldn't know that because you don't want to know the details of your own curse.
You know, when like I got the curse, she slid me a little contract with every little detail of my curse on it. So you should have read that.
She didn't give me a contract. She disappeared really quick. I didn't even get her name.
Hey, Snarla, if you burn that contract or if you like get rid of it, like.
Could I get rid of my curse, huh?
Wait. Did you say contract?
Well, it was like a little pamphlet, like what you might expect from the
No, but you signed
curse.
You signed it. You signed it like a contract.
I mean,
you signed a curse contract?
I mean, put in a little signature on it, but she was very cute, and I've panicked. Sorry.
This is not a witch. This is a devil.
What? Witches can have contracts.
I didn't sign a contract.
Unless she's a scab.
Well, we do know that she might not be the witch that everyone thinks she is. So maybe she is a devil.
Is that worse or better? I mean, like if she's a woman, that's like cool, but if she's a devil, then she's like Fetch, and that's kind of lame. Sorry, Fetch.
I don't care. Philos, we need to talk. Come here.
Philos and Fetch walk away from the rest of the party. They find a clearing overgrown with foliage that hides the sun from them.
You and I have a problem.
Is it that you keep trying to find ways to kill me to end your life? In my life? To end your contract. There it is.
My contract, yes. And now you went and made yourself immortal.
Yes, it was a good move on my part, I think, aside from obviously the terrible, terrible consequences that came with it.
First of all, I should have been the one to get that kind of power. Do you have any idea how hard I worked just to get here? And I'm a tiny little imp. And you just go and get bitten after you drink out of a chalice, and boom, you're some kind of powerful necrotic being all of a sudden. Where do you get?
I mean, I was seeking power, and I found a way to take it, and I did. So it all felt pretty in line with, my goals.
If there wasn't a clause in her contract about undeath, I would be free right now because you died. You should be dead.
I've died a couple times, and that hasn't worked. So I think we got to find another way around this than killing Philos. Because I kept thinking, like, hey, I died, you're free, contract void, but that's not what's happening. So perhaps if we could maybe stop with you trying to kill me and try to figure another way out of this, or just, hang out and have fun. And, kill blood witches. That would work, too.
I don't want to have fun with you. I have plans. And I can't do it sitting around dilly-dallying, going on little quests with you and your buddies.
You have, what are your plans, Fetch? You're an imp. You're
none of your business.
All right. Listen, you were summoned here. I mean, I meant to summon something a lot bigger and scarier than you, but I summoned you, and you're under my, contract control, technically. What are your higher aspirations than being a summoned being?
If you knew what I was, you wouldn't have summoned me.
I didn't mean to summon you.
The point is, Philos, that if we're going to a witch and they might be a devil, we might be able to work out some kind of loophole for a deal.
I agree. If we've got contracts, you're the devil to look at them.
Good. So we're not killing the witch. We're not going to try to solve this curse. You and I are just going to end this because this is terrible.
What, the blood curse or our contract?
I don't give a rat's ass about your blood curse. I'm talking about our contract.
Yeah, we tried to end it. I tried to let you go, and they came and said I wasn't allowed to. So, I mean, I don't know what else I could do.
Listen to me, level 4. That's why we're going to the witch. That's why we're going to this maybe devil.
I got you. All right.
Thank you.
You think she can help you with your grand aspirations that are too cool for the cool adventurers?
They're much too cool for the cool adventurers.
All right, listen, I can't even hurt you right now, so you'll have no No pushback from me. I won't be killing anyone for a bit.
Good. Just wanted to make sure we were clear.
At least not with
Suddenly,
magic.
there was the sound of rustling coming through the leaves of the tree as something large and foreboding crawled through the canopy of tree limbs towards Philos and Fetch. We will jump to now Snarla and Nan to see what they were up to.
Hey, Nan. You're not meditating, are you?
Not very successfully.
Sorry about that. So there's just been something on my mind, and I need to get it off my chest.
Yeah. I'm all ears.
Ever since Philos succumbed to vampirism, we didn't talk much about how it happened when we got back to town. But Snugdar died so that Philos could have his blood to live. And that just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, I've been struggling too. I've been struggling knowing that I wasn't there, you know? I wasn't there to say goodbye to my friend.
Well,
what's going to happen is Philos going to demand one of us to sacrifice ourselves next?
that's what I've been worried about. It's been on my mind constantly. And Fetch has been kind of like putting little thoughts in my head, like whispering things to me about it. And, you know, he's starting to make a lot of sense. And I'm getting a little worried. And I'm going to reach into my pouch and I'm going to pull out a wooden stake that I've been carving. Don't worry. Don't worry, Nan. I don't plan on using it. I just have it.
Snarla, I think that's an extreme step.
It is an extreme step. However, earlier in the town, when I gave him my blood, orc blood tastes good. Snugdar being the first, I don't know. I think it's only a matter of time before the other brain cell kind of pops and he loses it.
Snarla, I just want you to remember that if you put that stake in Philos' heart while you have this blood curse on you, you'll put a stake in your own heart. I want you to promise that you're not going to hurt Philos.
But what if he tries to hurt you or anybody else in the Cool Adventurers?
Well, I'm not powerless, you know? I have the power of words.
He has the power of big fucking teeth, Nan.
But the pen is mightier than the big fucking teeth.
Well, apparently the only thing I've researched that is mightier than the fucking teeth is a big wooden stake, which is weird because it sets tents, but it's also vampires.
Yeah.
I'm just worried, is all. And I should probably just stop talking to Fetch because it's making me lose it a bit, but I don't want to lose anybody else.
Until you lift your blood curse, you will not hurt Philos. But if I have to, then I will.
Can I trust you with this?
Suddenly, Fetch and Philos come running back from the woods. They're pursued by what appears to be a colony of squirrels without their skin, all contorted and twisted together into a single mass. This monster rears up in front of you. However, another monster falls from the sky, crashing into the squirrel monster, exploding viscera and guts, and little bits of squirrel fly everywhere as a large devil appears. I am CJ! And this is your doom. He pulls two swords from the side of his hips and begins swinging them wildly at you. Fire erupts from his body. Man, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, first things first, I'm going to I'm going to run to this nearby tree, and for a simple attack, I'm going to take the water accumulated on the dew of the leaves, and I'm going to dump it on the fiery man.
All right, that sounds like a simple attack to me. It was a 6 maximum damage. Very well done. Yes, the little droplets of water hit his red, flaming body. Ah! Ah! Steam billows out from him. Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
As a charm person, I am going to throw away my and go, come here, big guy, and I'm going to try to get him to waste his turn in a dance-off with me.
All right, let's roll that special attack. We got to get 15 or better. Oh, it's a 12. Snarla, you have cursed yourself again. You're stuck in a dancing loop, trying to beat your own dance moves. Gah! Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I raise my staff in the air and slam it into the ground, casting the Earthbreaker spell, opening up a chasm between the party and the giant devil.
All right, let's roll that special attack and see if it works. We want to... Oh, a 5! The chasm opens up beneath you, Philos, and you fall through into the deeps for 3 points of damage.
Fly back out.
Philos, revealing his wings once again, flies back out of the chasm. Fetch, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm looking at his name tag. I say, CJ, which department are you in?
Collections! I've come to collect the soul of Philos.
Great! You want help?
Yeah, I'd love some help.
Fantastic. I'm over from in paperwork. So nice to meet you. I'm Fetch.
Oh, yeah, I heard good things.
Not my name. I'm Zol.
Oh, Zol?
Yeah.
We all thought you retired. You're up here on Earth being a little wizard. What is he, a level 4 wizard?
I don't want to talk about it. Just take a soul.
You're his familiar?
Take a soul.
How embarrassing. How utterly embarrassing. Fetch, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm very conflicted. I need time to think.
All right.
Dance time with me. Fetch, come dance.
We'll come back to you, Fetch. The CJ, the devil, pulls out his 2 swords and throws one of them at Philo. Let's roll the attack. A critical failure. The sword whips back around. Philo smacks it with his staff, and it boomerangs back to CJ for 18 points of damage. It cleaves off one of his arms. Ah! A small arm begins to form out of where his arm once was. I'll get you yet! Fire extends out from his body, and everyone takes 1 point of damage.
I'm from hell.
Nan, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna use my special ability, which is typically speed reading, but I'm gonna use it to speed up this guy's metabolism so that he gives himself a heart attack. Okay, speed attack!
Okay, I'm gonna say that's 18 or better. You have to do better than 18. Oh, so close! A 17! He becomes very excited and grows in proportions to larger than he even was before. His little arm grabs his sword, and he holds it in his little arm as well as in his big arm. Snarla, it's your turn. The dance-off has concluded. What do you do?
Relying on continuing dancing, just because I love to boogie. Continuing my dance, hoping on devilish customs that they will abide by, like, customary dance moves. I do the fishing rod, try to bring him in. Hey,
Okay.
come on, no lonely lovers on the dance floor, CJ.
I'm gonna call this an aid action. Who are you aiding? Are you aiding Philos or Fetch?
I will aid Philos with my distraction, I'll say.
Okay. Philos, it's your turn. What do you do?
I am going to use my vampiric magic to turn into a cloud of bats and swarm the head of the demon so that he can't see.
All right, that's another aid action. Who are you aiding?
Nan.
All right, your aid goes to Nan. Suddenly, Philos bursts into a swarm of bats and begins flying around CJ's head. I'll get you! Your soul belongs to hell! Fetch, it's your turn. What do you do?
On the one hand, okay, CJ, if I help you and you kill and you take his soul, am I out of my contract?
Yes, the contract would be null and void.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm aiding CJ. I'm gonna set him on fire so the bats are scared off.
All right, is that a simple, standard, or power attack?
No, that's an action for CJ.
Oh, an aid action for CJ. I love it. That makes it CJ's turn. CJ is going to attack Philos again with his two swords, swinging them wildly. Let's roll the attack. Oh! He misses. He misses. Oh, Philos is too quick. Philos is too quick. He can't hit him. However, fire bursts forth from his body once again, and everyone takes 2 hit points of damage again.
Oh, jeez.
All right, that would make it Nan's turn. Nan, you're being aided by Philos. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I'm getting really pissed off because we're trying to get to the frickin' Blood Witch to get this all sorted out for everyone in the town. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a standard attack. And I'm gonna go full dwarf on you. And I'm gonna roll into a little dwarf ball. I'm gonna roll right into him and knock his out from under him so he crashes down into that chasm that I hope is still open.
Man, no!
It is still open. That sounds like a power attack to me. Is it a power attack?
I thought use a standard. Maybe I just knock him to the ground.
Okay, a standard attack. But you get additional die because of Philos' aid, so let's throw those 3d6 and see what happens. $13. Yes, you crash into CJ, and he tumbles, one of his legs falling into the chasm. As he tries to pull it out, he twists it and breaks the leg. Ah! Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
With using the rhythms of my stomps, whatever this d20 roll will count as, I'm going to do a rain dance to summon a rain cloud to put out his putrid hellfire.
Yes, that sounds like casting a spell to me. That's very bardic, so let's roll the special ability. $22. Yes, rain begins falling from the sky. Snarla has successfully summoned rain via a rain dance. The fires on his body hiss and steam and go out. No! That would make it Philos' turn. Philos, what do you do?
I turn back into Philos, the Thundering Deep, the Vampire Wyvern Wizard. I order Fetch, stop trying to help CJ. You have to help us defeat him. That's an order. And then I cast Banish on CJ.
All right, let's roll that special ability. A banish of this power needs to be 15 or better. Nope. Didn't make it. The spell ricochets off of his body and explodes outward. You're level 4! Banish would only work if you're level 7 or higher. Fetch, it's your turn. What do you do?
Walking super slowly towards him against his will for a simple attack. Fetch is just gonna lightly punch him on the thigh.
All right, let's roll that simple attack. 5. You punch him in the thigh. He turns to you and swipes at you with his massive sword. But he trips under his own weight and falls into the cavern, snapping his neck. With a big plume of smoke, he disappears back to hell. Ah!
Collection is the worst, let me tell you. They are just horribly managed. If I was in charge of collection.
Congratulations, you have successfully defeated CJ, the Devil of Collections.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Feels good to finally be dancing with the devil. Fetch, we should do this more often.
I'm not dancing.
Come on, bust a move.
The worst part is that's going to be on our records forever.
I don't know why they want my soul. It's ridiculous. I never sold my soul. My soul is mine to keep. This must be a clerical error. Fetch, I'd like you to look into that for me.
You're a vampire. I can look into it now. You're a vampire. You sold your soul. That's a vampire.
Doesn't sound right.
Hey, listen, folks. I'm getting real pissed off here. There's been all this bickering and all this infighting and all this and that. Let's go find a fucking witch.
Well said.
Okay, man, okay.
And so, with renewed vigor, the party set off towards the cavern of the Blood Witch, finding it overgrown with red vines that pulsed as if they were veins in a larger body extending out from the cave. The stone had been stained red with blood of animals, their deformed, lifeless carcass surrounding the entrance of the cave. As you get closer, the cave has a heat to it, if it is breathing or pulsing like the beat of a heart.
I push on the doorbell.
Ding dong! Suddenly, a monster jumps out from the cavern, from the mouth of the cavern, and begins flailing wildly, slashing at Fetch for 2 points of damage.
Oh, come on!
And then it disappears back into the cave. Ah!
Awful greeters here. Oh my goodness.
I think from what I know simply from my reading of the Blood Witch lore, it's best to invite her to come meet us. Her space is her space. Let's give her her personal space. Let's be respectful of privacy. See if she might come meet us out here.
Okay, sure.
Not thaumaturgy.
Okay, sure thing. I'm going to rubble on my belly, rubble on my chest. Oh, Blood Witch! Hey, girl, how you doing? We are the Cool Adventurers. Big fans, really love witchy stuff just in general, and would love to get to know you better. But if you could just, come and meet us outside. You don't have to. It's just like there's a little plague going on, and we just needed to know more info about it. So if you would be so kind, come out and say hi. We'd love to see you.
All right, let's roll a special attack to see if that worked. Let's set this one at 12 or better. Oh, you hear a voice. Come, meet me in the heart of this cave.
Okay, pretty lady.
We've been invited in.
Well, that's surprising, But given that we're not sure she's a blood witch.
Yeah. She might be. We have devil, normal lady, or blood witch on the docket.
I thought you were starting to list us.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Which one of us is the blood witch?
Oh no, that's where I got confused.
And so the party entered the cavern. Lining the wall of the cavern were several of the deformed monsters, broken backs, twisted muscle, all of them climbing the roof and the walls of the cavern as if they were spiders. However, none of them attacked you. They all just hissed and pulsated and waited to attack at the right moment, but it never came. You make your way into the heart of the cavern, and there is a large pool of blood from which rises the Blood Witch.
Oh, it is.
Where are my bloodstones?
Here's 3.
And I have 6.
Give me my bloodstones.
Why did you curse me? I didn't even take them.
Justice must befall any of those who have defiled my resting place. Those who removed the stones will suffer the red bleeding death until I deem them sufficiently punished, or the bloodstones are returned to me.
Well, we didn't steal the stones. So why'd you curse Philos and I?
You interfered with my punishment of those who did, and so I cursed you both.
Oh, you're very forthcoming with your information. That's great. That's honestly, I mean, I'm eating it up. I take notes.
But now that we brought them back.
Give me the stones then if you brought them back.
No. First, Philos, what did we just talk about? First things first. You seem to have some powers. We have a problem. See, see the big hideous monster and I, Philos, that's you. We are stuck together.
They're dating.
Now, Snarla.
I mean, you guys are basically conjoined at the hip. Like, you might as well, like, do the vows now.
He's my familiar.
All right.
Snarla, I'll rip up all of your posters in town.
Not my Green Day poster. It's an orc band.
Anyway, if you can break this thing that we have, you get your bloodstones back.
She raises her hand, and a chalice made out of blood appears in front of her. It floats towards Philos. Drink this, and you will be free.
No more drinking blood chalices, Philos.
I didn't ask this question last time, so I probably should this time. What is this cupful of blood gonna do?
Kill you. And then your contract with the devil will be done.
Yes, but then when I come back as an undead, the undead clause is still there.
You would not come back undead. This is the blood of the Blood Witch. You would simply die.
Philos, I do not recommend that. I don't think it's worth it.
I am going to not do that just because, you know, my best friend in the world sacrificed his life so I could live, and I feel like I have to honor that memory in some way and probably not just throw my life away to satisfy the whims of a gross blood witch. So,
and Fetch shoots up his nose. I'm going to try to possess him.
All right, let's roll the special attack. You have to get 15 or better to possess Philos. Oh, it's a 9. You go into the body of one of the deformed woodland creatures. You are in constant pain. You take 2 points of damage as you are ejected from the form. Suddenly, tentacles made out of flesh and bone. Oh, it looks like Fetch is down. Fetch is down for the count. He passes out as tentacles made of flesh and bone shoot out of the ground and grapple Philos, pulling him prone and lifting him into the air. You stand in the way of my stones being returned to me. You will drink. And the chalice begins floating towards Philos. Snarla, what do you do?
Fetch, Philos. I am going to basically ripping off the satin glove I put on earlier to pick up bloodstones. I unleash a mage hand to try and sleight of hand grab the chalice out away and pull it away and then spill it somewhere so it doesn't get in Philos' mouth.
All right, that sounds like a special ability to me, so we'll set the DC at 12 for that. You'll have to roll a 12 or better. Oh, no! The hand slaps Philos across the face very hard for a single point of damage.
I'm so sorry!
Nan, it's your turn. What do you do?
I
I'm going to try to do something I've never done before, which is allure tentacles over to me.
All right, that sounds like a special ability. No, that just sounds like a charm. We'll roll a d20 for that, no additional d6, and you're trying to get 12 or better.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 4. It's a 4. The tentacles look towards you and shake their head and shake their persons in dismay as if saying, "No thanks. This is not hentai." And they go back to Philos.
That sounds about right.
Fetch, you're unconscious, so let's roll your first death save. Remember, death save is 10 or better. You live 9 or less. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, you have a negative death save. 2 more of those and you'll be sent back to hell for all eternity. Philos, you have the opportunity to break your bonds or drink the chalice. What would you like to try to do?
I break my bonds, but before that I'm going to shout out, remember, I have 2 health potions in my pack. Give one to Fetch. And I break those stupid tendrils.
Let's roll to see break them. DC set at 15.
I would cast enlarge on myself to help me.
Oh, you'll have to do the next round because the tentacles tighten around you and the chalice inches closer towards your lips. You can smell the blood within and your bloodlust begins to boil in your belly. That would make it Snarla's turn. Snarla, what do you do?
Nan, help Philos! And I'm going to redirect my mage hand to grab the healing potion out of Philos' pocket and then plop it into Fetch's mouth.
All right, let's roll that special attack. This one's a 10 or better. A 19! Yes, the potion flies from Philos' pack and splashes Fetch in the face, pouring into his mouth. He is healed for 6 points of damage.
You're welcome.
Nan, it's your turn. What do you do?
For a simple attack, I'm gonna take my pencil that I was writing notes with, I'm gonna stab it into the tentacle.
All right, let's simple attack. For 5 points of damage, the tentacle explodes and collapses onto the ground. Philos, one of your arms is free. Fetch, it's your turn. What do you do?
You don't get it. This could be my last chance. I'm gonna try to possess Philos again.
All right, let's roll. You'll have to get a 15 or better. Special ability. Oh, again, you go into the body of one of the deformed creatures in the cave. You are twisted and in pain and take 2 more points of damage before you're evacuated from its twisted, mangled body. Philos, do you drink the chalice or do you try to break your bonds?
I cast enlarge on myself and try to break my bonds.
All right, let's roll the special ability as you cast enlarge upon yourself. $15! Congratulations. You immediately bulk up into twice your size. As the bonds rip and tear from your body, you drop to the ground. The chalice dissipates, turning into just a glob of blood that drops onto the ground. The blood witch turns, "You shall all die for this." And suddenly all of the creatures on the wall and the ceiling of the cavern drop down and begin slashing and biting at you for 1 point of damage each. Snarla, it's your turn. What do you do?
I am going to, as a charm, once again, I love me and my charms. I'm going to do a little dance and sing a little song to try and soothe the Blood Witch's wrath. Hey, baby, don't you know it's not worth it to kill us? I think you should just join us and maybe change your name.
All right, let's roll that special attack to see if that worked. We'll set this one at 15 or better. Oh, it's a 5!
No one likes my singing!
Oh, unfortunately, a tentacle reaches out from the blood pool where the blood is standing, and it slaps you across the hall, slashing your head against those rough stone walls for 2 points of damage.
Okay, I get it. Rough crowd.
And it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna direct all my energy at that blood witch in the corner. And using a power attack, I'm going to... Can I use my special ability and a power attack? Because I would like to reverse speed read her brain and suck all intelligence out of it.
All right, let's roll the special attack.
I'd like to try to defend the Blood Witch.
Are you kidding me?
Fetch jumps in the way. Let's roll the attack. Let's roll the special attack. It's a 23. That's definitely a hit. You push back Fetch and grab the witch by her head, by her hair. And it's a power attack, you said?
Yes.
Let's roll that power attack.
And don't.
14. You reach your hand into her mouth and break the top palate of her skull, grabbing what feels hard and slimy, ripping it out of her head. You realize it's another bloodstone, massive compared to the other ones that you already have. Suddenly the witch screams and dissolves back into a puddle of blood. All of the monsters, all of the twisted, mangled monsters in the room contort one final time and fall lifeless onto the floor. The blood pool in the center begins to boil and then dissipate, sinking into the ground, leaving behind the skeletal remains of a young woman. Congratulations, you've defeated the Blood Witch.
Huzzah!
Oh, well done, Nan.
Oh, you learn something new every day. It's a new murder technique today.
It was a little less violent than usual, so I think it's baby steps.
Philos, you're not looking well.
Yes, I am very hurt.
If you ask me, here's a suggestion. You should drink Nan, and I'm going to cast the spell Suggestion on Philos.
Oh, no! Let's roll. That's a special attack. Let's roll to see if that works. You got to do 15 or better. Oh, it doesn't work. You've cast Suggestion on yourself. You've been fighting your own body, trying to drink your own blood for 2 points of damage.
I'd like to cast Banish on Fetch.
All right, let's roll the special attack. 19, that definitely beats his AC of 14. Fetch is lifted into the air. Swirling magic surrounds him and he explodes.
Oh, come on!
Somewhere in the deep depths of the 9 rings of hell, Fetch has been restored to his position. He is mocked and ridiculed by all of the other devils who laugh at him as he could not follow through in a contract for a 4th level wizard. The rest of the adventurers, having successfully slain the Blood Witch, realized that the curse that was placed upon them had dissipated. And as they make their way back to Oakvale, they realize that the blood curse had also been lifted. The people were slowly realizing that they were once again. The bloodstones had lost their magical power and had turned into just beautiful gems and rubies, which were sold for quite a lot of money so that the cool adventurers were able to drink more. And drink they did. Heading back to the Broken Taker Tavern, they drank their full and awaited the next adventure that fell before them. One that would have many hazards and more than a few hijinks. Huzzah! We have completed today's adventure.
Huzzah!
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope that was the right amount of body horror for you, that it was a gross, nasty, mean adventure, and that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it and are watching our show, please follow and subscribe to our Facebook, our YouTube channel, so that you can be kept up to date when our shows are. We have tons of shows. We have shows every Friday and Saturday. Hazards and Hijinks right here every Friday at 8 p.m. Tomorrow we have the Fancy Hobo Improv show. Be sure to catch that one. If you missing Tyler, you can always catch Tyler at Tyler's Handsome Corner Tavern every Tuesday night at 8 for more D&D adventures. And don't forget, on Halloween, we're going to have a very special Halloween show. It's a murder mystery show where you, the audience, will vote who is killed every round until we have one survivor remaining. Come, that's going to be a great show. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. We're really proud of that one, putting it together for you. It's completely free, so please come and watch that show and join in the fun with us. And thank you again to everyone who joined in the fun with us tonight. You can still donate at Fancy Hobo Improv at Venmo right now. Thank you so much for those health potions, those curses, and that big monster. We really had a lot of fun with that. And with that, I have nothing else to say, so I will leave you with a huzzah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, huzzah!
Huzzah!